Isn't his name Daniel Bryan?
This shit right here.
Wrestlers, if you hear me, use your common sense.
AKA Chico de Oro de Cashboard. Yo tengo un muy grande verga de todo.
Charlotte, that bitch Flair.
General Taso.
Hold on.
Nous sommes le podcast numéro 2 en France, bébé.
Episode 243 Black Announce Table Podcast. News and rumors, where we hit you with the newest and the latest, what's going on with the wrestling, all of that good stuff, man. It's only right I let that news fly.
Let that news fly.
Let's do it, man. News and rumors. Bianca Belair, she signed with WME for representation in all areas. Big shouts out to Bianca, man. She over here doing it super big over here.
Facts.
You know what I mean?
Hey, you remember last week and you was like, what else could possibly happen to get Sasha Banks jealous to make her not show up? Sasha ain't never coming back. It's also about to retire this week.
Damn, son. The article says representation in all areas. They wrote that WME will work to build Belair's business across podcasting, acting, marketing, and much more. Basically everything. So big shouts out.
Yes.
Love it.
Get the bag, girl.
Big round of applause for Big B.
For sure, man. She's one of one, man.
Facts.
They like, yo, Sasha ain't holding it down. Don't worry. We got Bianca here. It's all good. Relax.
Hey.
I mean, you said it. She's a gem. She's a gem. It's not her fault. It's not her fault that she's perfect, okay?
Nah, she really is. Bianca Belair ain't nothing. She could sew, knit,
Bruh.
make her own clothes, do pull-ups, push-ups, backflips, run fast. You're strong. You look good. If she could bake apple pie, Montez, you won, man. You won. You got it, bro.
Yo, imagine she's like an amazing cook too. I'll be like, God damn it! Me and Sasha Banks flipping tables out here.
You and Sasha Banks is crazy. Like, y'all just link up and hate.
Shit.
That's OD.
McMahon, so I can't even iron.
That's crazy.
No, I can't iron.
Damn.
Shit.
Clothes, hella.
I'll never forget one time Rob asked me to iron some shit for him. He said, you iron this? I'm like, yeah. He was like,
I could tell.
He was like, I will never ask you to iron shit again. I was like,
Chris,
that's what I wanted to hear.
Yeah. This is good. Let me shake the wrinkles out of it real fast.
I probably would have had better luck doing that shit. I'm over here doing a bunch of bullshit.
Yo.
Yes.
Oh, shit.
I do want to shed light on Vince McMahon. My boy Vince, he was out, spotted for the first time since retiring. You know what I'm saying? He was out with a lady friend for his birthday. You know what I mean? All of that good stuff. You know what I mean? John Cena, Pat McAfee, Brock Lesnar were all in attendance. You know what I'm saying? As you can look at the screen, see my boy Vinny out here trying to hide from the paparazzi and everything.
Outside of his slime day is mad funny.
Yeah.
Report Sunshine. His Sunshine was not present. Absolutely not.
No.
Hell no.
Mm-mm. His other son was there though.
Word.
Undertaker.
John Cena.
Taker was probably there for real. I ain't gonna hold you.
I don't know if Mark participates in that anymore since he's a reverend now.
He partakes. Shane called Vince. He was like, "Daddy, happy birthday." That nigga Vince was like, "Who the fuck is this?"
Block.
Nigga said Roman.
Joe, is that you?
Start naming mad other niggas. He just went on a list of niggas.
Antonio Brown. Nigga mad far down the list. Like, yo. Shane's still on the phone, like, nah, Daddy, it's Shane. Nigga, hang up, nigga. It's over.
Poor Shane.
Man, my boy Vince out here looking crazy.
He looked drunk too, but hey, as a nigga that stumbled out the spot drunk on many occasions, I've looked like I mean, I haven't had cameras in my face, but you know,
Nigga,
he probably spoke to Lucy right after this.
Vince looks lost. He's literally like, where the fuck am I?
That nigga's 97 years old. That nigga is there.
Hey, being 97 and still going to the club, okay, to turn up for your birthday.
She said the club. What kind of club is that?
You know
His
exactly.
club for 90-year-olds.
Know exactly what club that is.
Club Med.
All right, man. Oh man, Eve, I got a topic for you, man. It's just been your favorite company, man. AEW has been out of control. Out of control. You know what I'm saying? We kind of covered CM Punk's issues with the company and with Hangman Page. This week we found out some more stuff. Eddie Kingston was suspended from AEW for punching Sammy Guevara in the face. Basically, they ran like a little. He caught a Sammy Guevara on, I think, a house show or something. Probably not a house show or something. I don't know. It was taped or whatever. And he called Eddie Kingston a fat ass or some shit. And Eddie Kingston didn't like that because he said, yo, you gonna bury me. And like, yo, it was something. I think he was winning a match as well. And Eddie had a Kingston like, yo, you gonna bury me and then you gonna win the match. He had a problem with it. So he went backstage, barked on him, punched him dead in his shit, got suspended, all of that shit. And a whole other event is women at AEW believing Thunder Rosa didn't want to drop the title to them and think she's faking her injury. Like she had to vacate the title. And at All Out, AEW would do what they do best, crown another interim champion. So when the women in the division think like, yo, you're not really hurt. You just don't want to drop the title to none of us. So it's just been a lot of shit going on. Added on to the CM Punk issues, added on to the backstage morale that we've been reported on and everything else. So I needed to know your thoughts on all of this.
My brother, I love it. Hey, put the organ music over this, KP. My brother, I love this. You know what I'm saying? Because this right here shows me that this company is doing exactly what I thought it was going to do in the first place. Bam. Woo! I love that shit.
Turn it up.
Word. Oh, hold on. I got you right here. Son.
Turn it up.
Hey. Tony, I told you just got to give a locker room speech. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of disgruntled people. Hey, that's what you get. You tried to make everybody happy. Now look, everybody's unhappy, pissed
now
off.
It's anarchy.
Thunder Rosa might be faking an injury. Who do we know? Do we care? No. You know what I'm saying? Shit, y'all don't even care about Thunder Rosa, to be honest with you. She barely on TV. She said she got to give up the championship. They gave her 30 seconds to say it. Come on now. Y'all don't give a damn about Thunder Rosa. What y'all need to do is let Jade win that women's championship.
Let's talk about it.
Because if we being honest, the AEW Women's Championship, I feel, took a backseat to the TBS Championship anyways. I forgot Thunder Rosa was even the champion. I didn't know who was the champion. As far as I'm concerned, Jade is the women's champion.
That's on them. They don't give the women time.
Nah, you're right. You're 100% right. That's on them. I'm just saying, man. There's things that they should be doing that they're not doing. I don't know where Tony Khan's focus is. It's probably on Punk. Who knows, bro? I really don't know. Right now, it seems like chaos. And that's something you got to deal with, man. You got to deal with chaos in the crib right now. Feel me? It's a lot of people you're going to have to check. You got to do it quick, too. So with this smoke is fire, man, you're going to keep letting that smoke build up. Soon enough, you're not going to be able to put out that fire. So you better do something fast, Tony.
Look, man. Get well soon, AEW. That's all I'm gonna say. Like it's sick, like it got COVID. Get well soon.
They do.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying.
Niggas got the cooties.
Speaking of AEW, man, happy 45th birthday to the guy, man. The guy, Jeffrey Nero, man. He here.
Shout out to Jeff. You know, wherever you at, Jeff, hope you're doing well. Hope you're having a happy birthday. You know what I'm saying? Hope you're safe.
Mm-hmm.
Hide the cars. Hide the keys.
Hide the licks.
Word.
Most
niggas be at the club party. Jeff Hardy come through. Niggas start doing this shit. It's like, hold on, nah, this nigga's ill. This nigga's tripping.
Man, Jeff, be safe, man. Stop playing out here. Be safe, brother.
Yes, please.
Nah, I was about to. Not even while I was about to. Do we even know is he in like jail or is he in rehab? Like, do we know where he is? Like, we haven't gotten a Jeff Hardy update in what I feel like is.
He should be at the crib.
5 months.
If that's your job, I don't understand. You're supposed to be following Jeff Hardy around.
Come on, Eve.
To give us live updates.
Come on, Eve.
My bad.
Why are you not at the Nero compound right now?
Because what niggas want me to do? Imagine me on the Nero compound dressed up as a bush. I'm just there like making sure Jeff Hardy good.
Do your job, man.
Even big ass scarecrow.
I hate niggas on the walkie-talkie like, yeah, he's safe. He's all right. Hold on, the children coming. Let me protect it.
Oh man, Jeff, just stay safe, man. Stay safe. Velveteen Dream.
Woo!
Arrested for possession of drugs.
Oh my father.
Lord.
Oh,
wow.
Look
at the fall from grace, man.
Dreams and nightmares. This nigga KP, you deserve a raise.
Come on, man. That was great. That might be the name of the show right there. That's the first contender right there.
Show is.
Arrested in charge of first degree
and trespassing on property.
6 days later. That's crazy. Arrested. Damn. Velveteen's, I don't want to call it a fall from grace. I don't even know, bro. Well, his fall from grace is like sad. Like just to see, like, bro, this dude was poised to be one of the top guys in the company. Like ready for the call up. He was putting on great matches. The people loved him. People in the company loved him. You had people like John Cena. I was going to say people like John Legend saying great things. People like John Cena speaking highly of you, talking about they want to work with you. And then you do what you do and throw it all away. And then everything just keeps on spiraling out of control, man. That shit is terrible, bro. It's heartbreaking for real.
Yeah, it is. I mean, for me, someone that's always looking at, like the silver lining of things, I feel like maybe this can lead to a wake-up call for him so that he can like do better, try to redeem himself, all of that. So let's just hope for the best, but it is definitely sad to see for sure. He had a promising future and now it's just shitty.
Thanks.
It's sad, man, especially with Triple H now in head creative. Like, where would he be right now? You know what I'm saying? Once again, another product of Triple H. Like, just makes you wonder in the back of your head, like, damn, shit could have went very differently for him. But it is what it is, man.
Hey, man, Velveteen, I don't know, man. I'm praying for you, man.
Acknowledge me.
I'm the blueprint. The strongest, the fastest, the roughest. I'm that bitch.
I don't miss.
This week in wrestling. started off at SmackDown. Only thing I really wanted to come in and talk about on SmackDown is the segment between Sheamus and Gunther. Oh man, that was great. That was great. They were sitting there going back and forth. Had the goons handle the business. My dog Sheamus and Gunther, they just sitting there staring at each other. The goons just sitting there fighting. That shit was beautiful.
I love it. Hey, Sheamus, you might need some new goons, man. I'm not even going. My boy, what's my son name? Ludwig. My boy was handling Ridge Holland and Butch, man.
Facts.
He was handling them boys. I can't even front. And I wanted to tweet this, but I was like, nah, let me save this for the show. Who would you rather have your back in a fight, Butch or Ludwig?
Yeah, I ain't gonna hold you. My boy handling big ass Ridge Holland and Butch, but on the dolly.
Or
like, nah, this the nigga need to be in the match.
We need more Ludwig.
Word. He just took out big ass Ridge and little ass Butch. Put him in the match on Saturday. For real. There's no doubt about it. That's who I want.
Facts.
But boy, that match is gonna be some shit, man. They setting it up too. Triple H, man, I don't got no worries in Triple H, man. He know what it is. He gonna let them go out there, in front of the crowd. The crowd want to see it. They building up to it. A segment like that, they gonna go out there and kill each other, nigga.
Nah, 100%. Like Sam, well, we didn't get into it yet, but Sam, he brought up the fact that to him that might be the match of the weekend where that's the one that ends up stealing the show. And I'm starting to think I had Riddle and Seth Rollins at first, but now second thought, it's like nah, that might be the one that tears the house down for real. You know what I'm saying? Because both of those dudes is just hard hitting, chops, kicks, slams. Like we're gonna get all the violence and brutality that we want to see. They're gonna give it to us on Saturday, so I'm excited about that, man. And this ain't no sports entertainment, nigga.
This is a fight.
Word. Word.
This is gonna be some good shit, man. Like like you always you be telling me like don't set your expectations too high, my nigga. Like for these pay-per-views and these matches, but look, man, that crowd too, where they at, I know the crowd gonna be into it. They gonna be feeling this shit. So
facts.
I'm hyped. Like I said before, like you mentioned the interview with Sam and everything. I'm like, yo, I'm tuning into these shows and everything. My expectations is set, man. I'm here. I'm watching. I'm like, dog, all right, I see what I'm getting. And I'm loving it, man. I'm loving it. As far as this week in wrestling, though, just to stay on topic, was not the best, to be honest with you. It was not the best in my personal opinion. I feel like this was probably one of the weaker Monday Night Raws we got since
in the last few weeks.
Yeah, definitely. And on SmackDown this week is taped, and I did hear something about somebody. I don't want to give it away. No, I'm not going to give out no spoiler alerts or anything, but I did hear something about somebody, so it could be changing their character.
Who you heard about?
Listeners, this is your spoiler alert right here. Fast forward 15 seconds. But yeah, Pete Dunne might be back, man. He wrestled in his old gear and everything. So a lot of people after shows like, oh shit, Pete Dunne back. People was taping it and everything. So hey man, who knows?
I ain't mad at it. Playboy Pete Dunne. The Bruiserweight back.
Who knows? Might be Butch still. Who knows? But that's the footage is online. He was wrestling in his old gear and everything. So
man, just combine that nigga shit. Make his name Butch Dunne or some shit.
Butch Dunne. That's a double entendre. Don't even ask me how.
Word. Chill. That's crazy. R.I.P. Butch, man.
Word. Real shit. Word. Man, speaking of changes and everything, man, let's get right into it, man. Seth Rollins, Matt Riddle. Boy. This was fire, man. This was great. And like the whole back and forth, we're gonna get into the back and forth, but the thing that brung it out for me was they said they had a segment coming with Seth Rollins and Matt Riddle. Matt Riddle, not just Riddle, Matt Riddle.
Matt Riddle.
Looking like got his name back. Corey Graves said it as well. So we here, man. They making them changes, giving them names back. Theory, you're next. You got to be next. Like, come on, son.
They gave it to him, I heard.
They did?
Yeah, I heard he got his name back. I heard he's Austin Theory again.
Oh, well, there you have it right there. Because, boy, did he need it. Like, he was the main one that needed that shit.
Facts.
Going around calling the WWE champion Theory. Sad things.
Boy. Nah, this right here.
This right here, though, man. Look, man, they started off with the backstage little fight with like from the fan cam.
Yeah, in the parking lot.
Yeah, that was a different little twist too. Like, I'm like, all right, I see what they doing. They had the backstage interview going back and forth. Riddle said some corny shit about being the man. Your wife is the only man in the family. All of this shit. My nigga Seth was just sitting there confused. Like, all right, shit ended. Went to commercial and everything. They came back like, we got some footage after it ended and everything. And boy, this Seth let it rip, boy.
Let that shit fly. I love it.
Man.
Negativity is potent, nigga. Negativity in the air. I love it.
With the real life shit just make it hit even more different too.
Facts. It's even, oh man.
Because he didn't lie. Everything was true. Everything about it. I'm like, nah, what? Turn this up.
This shit is incredible, man.
Turn it up.
My volume was on 100 on my TV. No lie. I dead turned that. I'm like, wait, hold on. What's going on? Like,
did I hear this correctly? He said, nah, let me tell you something, bitch.
Like, ooh.
He was like, your family don't love you. You lost your wife and your kids. You a bitch ass nigga, man. Fuck you. I'm gonna see. Hey, man. This is one of them times where like you had to put the ether beat over this. I'm starting to get tired of people putting the ether beat over shit also.
Talk to him. That's
starting to get a little played out, but it's all good.
It's bad other diss songs, man. Like,
word.
That's another topic. I'm gonna stay right here though. But yes, man, I can't say enough good things about this. The Riddle, his response and everything. I'm gonna fuck you up. All of this shit. They blurred it. Oh, this was great.
He got 3 of those off too. I was like, oh, all right. I see what time it is.
Just like that, they made me want that match. Just made me want to see it even more. Coming off from SummerSlam that was the match I wanted to see the most. They curved that. Like, nah, they made me even want to see it even more with this.
You know what's crazy? Like they've been putting it off. Like they pushed this off for a minute. You know what I'm saying? This match. But I think they made the right call because now it's like you got a white hot crowd in the UK. This feud has reached its peak where it's like, all right, like we got to see these dudes fight. You know what I'm saying? I think, shit, I don't know what we're going to get, but I know Seth Rollins about to show his ass. I know that for a fact, 100%.
Nah, that's a fact.
Because the way, man, look.
That nigga Seth is just different. It's levels to this wrestling shit.
Nah, it's funny you even say like it's levels to this wrestling shit because like I was just about to say he hasn't won nothing all year. Like he's been losing for the entire year, like all 9 months, but it hasn't phased him one bit. It has not affected his character, his growth, his like we still look at Seth as still that dude. Like he's reeking of L's right now. Like my son took loss after loss after loss after loss, but it doesn't like this character that he's in. This I don't even know what to call it. The arc. What character is this? I don't even know. But This version of Seth Rollins, the losses don't affect him at all, bro. Champion, he doesn't need a championship. He doesn't need a win. Like he's just evil. Like
It reminds me of Shawn Michaels a little bit. Shawn Michaels on his second run with WWE. He held the world title once. And like all the time he was there, it was just like, dog, they didn't need the title. I'm gonna just go out there, I'm gonna be entertaining, I'm gonna put on the best matches, and y'all gonna enjoy this shit, man. And that's what makes you great. That's really what makes you great. Y'all could be fooled by stacking these title reigns, and just because a nigga is a 14-time world champion, like y'all think Edge is like, y'all think, like, come on, son, come on. Like, no, that's not what make you great.
hey,
It's levels to this wrestling shit, man.
that's
That boy
facts.
Seth is different, and him and Riddle gonna go out there and show the fuck out.
Yo, you know how niggas be saying, and we can move on after this, but you know how like niggas be saying like ring culture is a disease in the NBA, where if like you don't win a ring, then you're not shit at all. You know what I'm saying? Do you think the same applies for wrestling, where it's like, oh, if you don't win a championship, then you're not that guy?
Ooh, that's tough. I think it's different.
Like, is championship culture a disease also?
I'm not gonna hold you, Eve. I really think it's different with wrestling and basketball, because wrestling is one man. Like, you know what I'm saying? In order to if you really the man, then you gotta reach the top of the, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You could be the man on like a team, and it's just like, dog, the chemistry wasn't there, coaching or whatever. It just wasn't your time. But I feel like as a wrestler, if you're really that good, you're gonna find a way to get over. You're gonna find a way to reach the top. That's just me personally, how I'm speaking. Like,
Because like you mentioned Shawn Michaels, right? His second run, he won the championship. How many? Like once, right?
mhm.
And that was a what? A 10-year run? 8 years?
Yeah.
So in 8 years, you win it once. It's like, but he's still that guy. You know what I'm saying? A legend, one of the greatest of all time.
I see what you're trying to do. So you're trying to tell me you think are you second guessing Shawn Michaels in any way? Who
Nah, never.
on record, that's your favorite wrestler, if I'm not mistaken, right?
I love Shawn. Like, you know, I'm just saying, like, is the ring argument and the championship argument, is that the same? Like, you know what I'm saying? Can you compare it? Can you look at it the same, where it's like, oh, well, this person only got this amount of rings or this amount of championships, so they not, you know what I'm saying?
It's
We,
tough.
we could bookmark that convo and come back to it.
It's tough. That's a great conversation topic right there. We got new women's tag team champions.
Man.
Let me say that again. We got new women's tag team champions, Raquel Gonzalez and Aaliyah, with the shocking win. Oh man,
Kai and Dakota Kai. Lord have mercy.
Shocking, very shocking.
I almost said something wild. Boy, oh boy, man. I almost said something wild. KP, you would have to edit that shit out.
Social media rages gives Mr. H's his first L. Wow.
Oh yeah.
They was that mad?
They was pissed the fuck off, man. It was like, oh man, they was going crazy online. Pull that picture back. Fuck it. Yo, KP, just edit this out. But hey, right here, you see that little picture right there? Yo. You feel me? Oh,
I ain't go.
feel me? Aaliyah look good.
That was so from out of left field.
One off a roll up too.
Word. It was just like,
Is
wait,
that a special move or some shit?
you said her what?
Is that her finisher? Is a fucking roll up?
Yo,
I feel like that's the only time I've ever seen her win anything is with a roll up. Like, yo, what other move do you know?
if
You know
it,
how to do a Boston crab? a suplex, something like.
How is your finisher a fucking roll up?
Niggas just can't kick out of it.
That's like SmackDown versus Raw, or Here Comes the Pain. One of them, and the Divas would give you a slap as they finisher. I'm like, nigga, I'm getting right up, nigga. I ain't even getting on the ground, nigga.
This shit. Yo.
Niggas used to be out cold too. You know when you beat somebody up so bad, niggas just be dead. Like you slap somebody, niggas is dead.
Head damage on red.
Like,
severe head damage off a slap.
Yeah, man, this was very confusing. Like with the match coming up at the Clash and everything, it's just like you would expect them to go on and defeat Raquel and Aaliyah and everything, and it's just like it came from out of left field, especially in the main event, winning off a roll up and everything, the titles, and then Bianca and them coming out at the end. Everything was just like it just don't even feel right type shit.
Yeah, nah, I don't know. It did feel weird. There at the same time there was reports that earlier that day there was reports Sasha and Naomi were back because they were back on the active roster list or something like that. So people was like, "Where you feel me?" Clamoring, talking about they showing up tonight, yada yada. Then there was discourse because it was like apparently Aaliyah pinned the wrong person. Like she wasn't the legal Dakota Kai wasn't the legal woman, and they counted it. So it's just a lot going on right now, man. All I know is Raj Giri, you need to come to the forefront, Raj. It's time for you to pay for your sins, man. Like, because you're a liar. Let me tell you something.
Yeah, man, we need Raj.
Let's book Raj on the show next week.
Now, I've been saying this every week. We need Raj.
Boy, I'm grilling your ass, man. Yo,
Raj.
when I tell you, because this man was horny to get that takeoff, the first one, and everybody in the wrestling world backed up and let him do it. Like, he was like, "All right, you got it, OG." Nobody followed up with nothing.
I'm telling you,
no DQ, ain't nobody follow up with nothing. Left him out there on the island by himself. I was like, "Oh man."
Did Raj have a verified Twitter account?
I can't remember.
Because if he did, I'm getting my shit off when I get a check. I'm announcing some wild shit.
Word.
I'm just
I might delete your Twitter after this week.
I'm just like Petey Pablo signed the Young Money. Like I'm gonna just be naming some random news. Like what's going on?
Yo,
I'm gonna just be saying anything because that's what it seemed like people be doing.
Son.
They just get away with it. Like, oh, my fault, y'all. Where is that at? You get no my fault. No nothing.
Hell no, bro. Nah, come on now.
Niggas just gonna ignore that, tuck that in the side, like,
or delete the tweet and pretend like it didn't happen. Okay, for sure.
Shit different. Shit real different, man.
Yo, Raj, you're a funny man. Nigga, Raj, man. Nah, we calling you on the show, live on air too. Anyways,
I don't have anything else to add, man. I really don't.
Shit, I ain't mad at you, Playboy.
We got an action-packed show. We got some more shit coming up. But before we get into all of that, SeatGeek Wrestler of the Week.
It's the SeatGeek Wrestler of the Week. Use code BATPOD for $20 off your first SeatGeek order.
The Black Announce Table Podcast.
SeatGeek Wrestler of the Week, nominated by you, the listeners, on Instagram. This week, we got Seth freaking Rollins against Sami Zayn. Oh, this is a tough one.
This is a tough one.
Did I give Sammy? Was Sammy a nominee in any weeks prior? I feel like he should have been. I feel like he was. Look, Sammy, man, I appreciate everything you're doing on both shows. You are absolutely doing your thing. Raw, SmackDown, and any role they put you in. The whole segment on Monday Night Raw was great, by the way. But I gotta lean towards Seth Rollins, man. I gotta lean towards Seth for me, man. So my SeatGeek Wrestler of the Week is going to Seth freaking Rollins.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go to the same route, man. Seth Rollins. Look, it's a place in my heart. First off, it's already a place in my heart for Seth Rollins, and then when you double down with disrespect, come on, man. I love you even more. So, Seth, you are my Wrestler of the Week, man. I also want to shouts to Bad Bunny as well, man. He won a VMA this past weekend, given to him by Carmelo Anthony at the Yankee Stadium in the middle of his concert. So yeah, man, shouts to Bad Bunny. This man's resume is just stacking up, bro. A Grammy Award winner, a damn VMA winner, fucking wrestler. He was in the Royal Rumble, like wrestled at WrestleMania. You name it, he done it, man.
Bad Bunny is the most popular artist in the world right now.
I was just about to say that. 100%. That's facts.
And it's just like, it's wild. I think this like his album is still like number 1, number 2 in the world, and it came out like how many months ago? Like, he's on a run. Yankee Stadium, VMAs, Carmelo Anthony giving you awards, my G. Like, come on, that's different levels. There's levels to this shit. So, big shouts out to Bad Bunny out there. You know what I mean? He over here kissing dudes at WrestleMania. Like, I mean, not WrestleMania, at the Yankee Stadium. Yo, if he was kissing dudes at WrestleMania, that would be different. Yo, Vince would have went crazy.
Yeah.
What you want me to do, man?
You can say he out here kissing dudes at WrestleMania.
I sound like Nori, nigga. Yo, you're showing feet.
Yo. Oh my God, man.
Listeners, it's been one of those weeks, man.
Bro. That's hilarious. Yeah, in lighter news, Cardi B, she's no I don't even know what to call it. She's no stranger to the WWE, and you know, we've been seeing her interact and tweet. I feel like she's been tweeting a lot about the WWE lately. So yeah, let's Nick Khan, work your magic, man. We had Bad Bunny. Also, before I move on to that, there was people really talking about who's Bad Bunny, who is this guy, yeah, whoop, 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 talking like he's not one of the biggest stars in the world right now. Come on now. But yeah, Cardi B, you're next, baby. We need to see you in the E immediately. Hey, listeners, special guest, Sam Roberts, our label mate, host of Notsam radio show. Hey man, what more can I say? WWE analyst. You'll see him this week on the Worlds Collide pre-show. Let's get into it, man. We're here, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. You got what y'all know. I have a what's it called? A tell. Every time I do that, the people know that there's a very special guest in the building. Today we have host of Not Sam show on Sirius XM. You might have seen him on this week's A&E biography, Rey Mysterio's biography. And also our label mate, Sam Roberts, in the building.
Wow, listen to that. Listen to him go wild.
Come on, man.
By the way, I do the exact same thing. Like you change up how you start the show or the segment when there's a guest because you feel like, oh, I have to sound professional now because there's somebody else actually listening when it's like there have been people listening the whole time. I mean, I interviewed somebody the other day and I was like, how do you start a conversation again?
You just gotta. When I see the red light go on, It's a different mode for me, man.
That's it.
Let's get into it though. I did a little research on you. I had to do some Googles.
That's dangerous.
Yeah, I know. Matter of fact, first
It
off,
could go anyway.
Yeah, I know.
but before we get to the Googles, I want to make it clear that we've known Sam for a little while. Like, this isn't our first encounter with Sam Roberts. We actually ran
Show the
into him.
receipts.
Yeah, let's show the receipts real quick. We ran into Sam. Look at this. This is
Ooh.
about 2018, I believe, at it wasn't a heat and greet at the time. I think it was Cheap Heat Live.
Yes, it was Cheap Heat Live.
We look at this group of beautiful people right here, man.
Look at this.
Look at that.
Lovely.
Can you believe, by the way, that was 2018, you said,
Mm-hmm.
and I could have sworn I was not going bald. And look at that picture. That picture says very much the opposite.
Every day I wake up and I look at the corners of my hair right here, and I'm like, boy, God, please. If you spare me, I swear on everything I love.
It looks good on you, Sam, though. You have the beard to even it out. So
Thank you. Yeah, yeah. No, I'm glad. I'm glad that I don't have some kind of horribly misshapen head. This is I feel like a good evolution, but I appreciate that. Thank you.
You look great. You know what I'm saying? It's Moxley and Jace. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
ooh, we have a little doppelganger on our hands.
Right?
Yeah.
So like I was saying before, I did some Googles, and I saw that you actually grew up in London. Is this true? Can you confirm?
Well, I spent 4 years there as a kid. So, and they were formative years.
Mm-hmm.
So from the ages of 4 to 8, I lived in England, just outside of London in Surrey, UK. And that's where I got to go to my first live show. I went to my first live show I ever got to go to was SummerSlam 92 in Wembley Stadium 30 years ago this week. So,
wow.
I got to have the experience of an international WWE fan.
What was that like?
It's a different thing, right? Because like there is this when you're watching WWE, at least back then as a kid, like you wait for it to come on and there's a distance that you feel like that all these shows are happening all the time, but they're not happening near you, right? So like there was this thing that even though I wasn't British, like I was American that had gone to the UK, there was this thing that like the fact that the British Bulldog was there and there was somebody from the UK, it's like, okay, that feels closer. Like I can grasp that now. And then when they came to do SummerSlam, I mean, that's why people were going so crazy for it. It sold out 80,000 seats in Wembley Stadium because it was like, we don't get this here in England. Like we don't get the opportunity to go to these shows. So when it happens, everybody kind of shows up and goes nuts.
Right.
So when did you come over to the United States?
So I was born here.
Okay.
And then I moved to England when I was 4, obviously with my family. I didn't go by myself. And then we moved back after 4 years.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So speaking of that SummerSlam, do you remember, like, do any of the matches still stick with you, like, today? Or?
I mean, yeah, everything. So, like, I was, like, the biggest Macho Man Randy Savage fan in the world. So seeing him come out in all the colors and the streamers and just and watching that happen, I remember, like my dad was obsessed with the fact that Sensational Sherry came to the ring. Because this was, I mean, 1992. This was your good 5 years away from the Attitude Era, and Sensational Sherry comes to the ring with the cheeks shaved out of her pants, you know, and so my dad's over here losing his mind for that. But that was for Shawn Michaels and Rick Martel in a match where, because Sherry had the hots for both guys, they weren't allowed to hit each other in the face. They had to go the whole match without hitting each other in the face. And then Undertaker versus Kamala, like seeing Undertaker come out in a hearse, that was kind of one of the very first sort of over-the-top spectacular entrances that the Undertaker had when he actually came to the ring in a hearse. Mm-hmm. And then, of course, you know, the Bulldog and Brett in the main event. It doesn't get better than that.
That's amazing. That's amazing that you got to witness all of that.
Right?
Crazy.
Getting the experience just Wembley Stadium, and that being your first like live event ever is insane. Because
yeah, and I mean, witnessing it on a scale that big, kind of like, and I mean, it just, the whole thing floods you. And like I said, because the audience was so happy to be there. Like everybody, it was just so like, oh my God, this show is here. We can't believe it. It was just like, it was just surrounding you. I mean, like my parents thought that once I saw WWE up close, like once I saw a live show, that I might know, like, oh, okay, they're not making contact with each other. Like, oh, okay, this isn't exactly, I'm not going to like it anymore. And taking me to SummerSlam 92 and thinking, oh boy, after he sees that, he might not like it anymore, was probably the missed call of the cinch.
Wow, that's dope. I kind of want to fast forward to today, you know what I'm saying, to today's the wrestling landscape recently has changed so much, you know what I'm saying, so much with Triple H now being in charge, head creative. How are you enjoying today's product with Triple H being in charge right now?
It's amazing, man. Like when they first made the announcement, I thought, okay, they'll probably play it safe. Like those of us that are hardcores that are watching closely will probably notice a little something here, a little something there. Oh, that's a Triple H thing. Oh, that's a Triple H thing. But for the most part, it'll feel the same, I thought. And I was wrong. Because like, by SummerSlam was what, a week after he took over, right? Mm-hmm. So like by SummerSlam, the entire landscape is different. When people start coming back, when first names start getting thrown in, but also just like the storytelling that's going on is a much different type of storytelling, I find. Like the arcs that are taking place over entire shows, and then the arcs that take place over multiple shows. The fact that certain matches go a lot longer and are kind of competed in, I feel like almost a more realistic or athletic way. I don't know exactly how to describe it, but it's just it feels different. It feels new, and it almost feels like, you remember like years ago when Hunter and Stephanie and Vince and I think Shane, and they were all standing in the ring, and they did that speech where it's like, we hear you, we know things have got to change, we know. And then nothing really changed. It just kept going. Like, I feel like that spirit has kind of been bubbling inside Hunter, because I just feel like so much of what is happening on such a rapid basis right now is stuff that we've been vocally asking for like a long time.
Definitely. I feel like the show, for me personally, it's just, I look forward to it even more. Like, as you know, I do the podcast and everything, and it's just like, you know, sometimes after a bad Raw, it's like, I gotta tune in, I gotta see what's up now. It's like now I'm just like, oh, Raw's about to come on, let me get ready. I'm just so into these shows, and it's just like, it just keeps me coming back. I'm hooked.
Yeah, and when you have to not only watch, but like all of us do, like analyze as well. You're watching on a different level, and like there are shows, and there have been shows where it's like, I don't want to look at this show that deeply because I'm just gonna get depressed by it. Like I don't want to. I'm trying to figure out, but I kind of want to move on from this one. And I feel like in the last 6 weeks, there's just been so much for us to sink our teeth into and to talk about, like, oh, what'd you think of this? What do you think is going to happen here? Where do you think that's going? Why do you think that's happening? Mm-hmm. And, you know, I was talking about it. I noticed it pretty early that I feel like the main difference is that just about every segment that happens, you feel like somebody asked, why is this happening? And then it was answered. And that answer is on the screen in front of us. Mm-hmm. Like, you know, like there have been times where things just happen and you're like, what? Why would that happen? Oh, it's wrestling. Just move on. And I feel like that sort of, whatever, it's wrestling. Just move on. that hasn't been there. It's been like, well, this is happening because this person did that to that, or because they want to prove to this person that like there's cohesion and reason for the stuff that's happening, and it's just good storytelling.
Facts.
Yep. So in contrast, how do you feel about AEW?
So, I try to be optimistic. Like, I think that AEW is in a very interesting place because they're doing stuff as a company now that they haven't done before. I feel like since their existence, they've been like, okay, we're here as a company operating to give fans exactly what they want. So it's like, maybe you could predict who was going to win a match, but that was okay because you wanted that person to win the match. Like, I kind of know this person's going to win, but the reason I know that is because I want them to, because that, and that's kind of what we get delivered. Like, what do you want to see? Okay, that's what's going to be on the show. What do you want to see? Okay, that's what's going on the show. Yeah. And now we're getting into this territory where it's like, I don't know why that just happened. Like, there are things happening now where you're like, what? Why would that happen? Mm-hmm. But I mean, I want to trust that that'll be answered, right? Because that's the other thing. Like, maybe there is a why that we just don't know. It's possible, right?
It is.
Someday we'll get those answers of why they did that with CM Punk. Like, that's what I feel like you're referring to right now.
100%. Like you have to go, okay, maybe this is like a brilliant road to turning CM Punk heel, and 3 months from now, we're all going to be wrapped up into this storyline with all this depth and go, oh, that's what was going on then. Maybe that's what's happening. Or maybe he just doesn't like Adam Page. I don't know. I don't know.
That's what Cody said. I'm glad you brought up CM Punk because I think it's been is it a year or it's been about a year since he's been back. He's called himself the needle mover. Do you think the needle has moved? Has it moved forward? Has it moved backward? Is it right where it was? Do you think CM Punk has made a change in AEW?
Yeah, I think he's moved it. I mean, I think that, number one, there is still this thing. CM Punk is one of those guys where AEW, once CM Punk got there, AEW became the place that you could say to somebody who hasn't watched wrestling in years, oh yeah, that's the spot where CM Punk is at. It was like, I know there's WWE, but what's the spot where CM Punk is at? You know, and like that's the level of star that I think CM Punk still is. I think that if you look at the last year, AEW is a very different company than it was a year ago or even when it first started. I feel like AEW with CM Punk on top, it's just different. And it's interesting because CM Punk almost becomes what The Rock was to Punk, right? That Punk is now that person who's The Rock, and all the people that were creating this revolutionary wrestling promotion, those people are in the CM Punk position now, where it's like, yeah, I get what you're doing, and you guys are great, but you're not CM Punk, and Punk wants to do this, so that's where we're gonna go. I think that in terms of being a needle mover and a person who changes things, yeah, AEW is a very different company. I think it's up for debate whether it was for the better or the worse. I think ultimately it's for the better. I think that most, if you look at numbers, I would not say that AEW has had a bad year whatsoever. So yeah, I don't think that they're quite at that spot where it's like, boom, AEW is nipping at the heels of a WWE. But I do think that the company is in a very interesting spot where there's sort of this young company that is starting to take shape. And maybe that shape is different than what they originally thought it would be. But that's kind of what happens with companies sometimes.
Right.
Yeah. Like, plus you they're adding people all the time. You getting these names and coming back. So things change,
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
I want to pivot away from Punk for just a second. This weekend we have obviously a very huge wrestling weekend. The Clash at the Castle, All Out, Worlds Collide. And there's some high profile matches happening. So I want to get your thoughts on first off, what match do you think will steal the weekend? That's a hot take. I want to know from Sam Roberts what match he thinks will steal this weekend on either side.
Wow. Well, I almost wish I had like every match right in front of me. You know what? I do. I was doing my podcast. I have every match right in front of me. So okay. All right. So let me see. I think a lot depends on that we don't know what the main event of All Out is, right? Mox is going to defend against somebody. I'm assuming that's going to be a really big match. I don't know if it'll steal the weekend. I think on that side of things, I don't know if anything. I mean, the casino ladder match is going to be great. I think Christian Cage versus Jungle Boy is going to be really, really good. I'm looking forward to Ricky Starks having a really like that first big. Okay, this might be the top babyface in the promotion within a year type of match because I just think that Ricky Starks is the stuff that he's been doing is unreal. But in terms of stealing the weekend this weekend, I think you got to look at Seth and Riddle because they stole the week. They stole the week with half a promo. You know what I mean? Everybody's talking about it. I think there's some really, really good stuff happening at Worlds Collide. I think that Carmelo Hayes versus Ricochet is going to be one of those sleepers where it's like we're going to think the weekend's kind of done. We're talking about All Out or we're talking about Clash at the Castle, and then Melo and Ricochet come and have this match that we go, oh,
yeah,
yeah.
And then dude, Roman and Drew are going to. You know who might steal it? Roman and Drew are going to destroy each other. They're going to tear each other apart. But I think the two that people are going to be talking about are Seth versus Riddle, and I think Gunther versus Sheamus is going to have everybody
That's
going.
That's going to be a good one.
Oh my God!
I forgot about that one.
I
forgot all about that one. That's a good pick.
Yeah. Wow. I mean, I cheated. I had all the matches like right here. I'm gonna look at. I'm looking at Gunther Sheamus. I'm looking at Rollins Riddle. And I'm looking at Melo versus Ricochet.
I have a question. This is just for me personally. You mentioned the All Out card and a match you did not say Jericho versus Daniel Bryan. Well, Bryan Danielson, excuse me. How do you feel about Jericho at this stage in his career? You think he has potential to turn back the clock, give us a nice little fire match at All Out, or how you feel about Jericho?
I think Jericho's amazing right now. I love Jericho right now. I love watching this guy evolve. I love that his character evolves. I love that he evolves physically. I love that his style evolves. The only reason I don't have Danielson and Jericho as my potential to steal the weekend is I wish there was 6 weeks of story that was building up that match. I guess there kind of is, like all the Garcia and Bryan stuff leads into the Jericho stuff, and I get that. But I feel like if there was a real blood feud behind Jericho and Danielson, that could main event a pay-per-view. Like that there's not enough story for me to sink my teeth into to get emotionally invested. Like that's why I look at the Riddle Rollins match. Like there's so like you're just so fired up by how real that they got on Raw, or even the I don't know if you guys saw it, but there was like a minute and 8 seconds, and it's a video that they put out on Drew McIntyre's Twitter account, and it's just McIntyre, and he's working out, and his old theme music is playing, and it's just shot in such a way where you're like, oh my God, I can't wait for this match on Saturday, and it's a minute long. Sometimes that's all it takes. But yeah, the only thing that I think is holding Jericho and Danielson back is that there's not a deeper story going into it.
Somebody talk to me nice.
And everything I do, I don't do. I do the other thing. Everything I go across the street that way, I'm going up.
TTMN.
Sam, on this show, we have a segment called TTMN, and it stands for Talk to Me Nice. And right now, we want to talk to you nice. You know what I'm saying? It's a nice, quick, rapid fire. You feel me? We throw some questions at you, and you answer them to the best of your ability, all right?
Okay.
All right, so we'll start with something light, all right? What is the greatest wrestling theme song in history to you?
Something like
Okay. I like My Time. Triple H's My Time to me is so good, not only because it's got that opening lick that every song needs, like The Undertaker's gong, Stone Cold's glass shattering, that wow, 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 wow. Like everybody knows immediately, but the lyrics are telling the story of this guy's career and how he got to the place where it is his time. And it's that right before he becomes the game, it's just My Time does it for me.
Not mad at that. That's up there for me. I'll hold that up, you feel me? And high
Triple
regard.
H has like all of his themes, like the game, the evolution, the King of Kings, all his theme songs is just fire. All of them.
Okay, I did a podcast once analyzing Triple H's themes because for my money, Triple H is the only wrestler that if you just used his theme music, you could do a musical that tells the entire story of the character. Like if you played those themes back to back, starting with the Hunter Hearst Helmsley song, the Greenwich Blue Blood instrumental, into that Beethoven that's a little tougher, into the D. Like if you go through all of his themes and played them back to back, and you just listen to the music, it tells you the story all the way up to the King of Kings.
That's a fact.
I never thought of that. That's
Look at that. Full circle.
Perfectly. It definitely does.
It's amazing.
Yes.
Question 2. You said you spent about 4 years in, growing up in London. Were you a fan of soccer growing up?
No, I mean, I played a little bit of soccer as a little kid, but no. Okay. I don't really like any sports.
Thank God. I thought you were going to tell me you were a Manchester United fan. The interview would have to be cut short. I'm just keeping it real.
No, I need entertainment with my sports. I can't do it otherwise.
I'm not mad at you. Like I said, I did the Googles. And I know you're a memorabilia kind of guy. You like to collect things. What do you have that is your most prized possession?
The Holy Grail?
Yeah, what's the Holy Grail for Sam Roberts?
Oh man.
Around the room. Hold on.
Yeah, because I want to show you. Okay, like you can kind of see the top of the frame. Mm-hmm. I have Mick Foley's flannel from WrestleMania 2000 right there. I love that. I have JBL's hat behind me. It's the hat that he wore when Punk threw the shot of whiskey at his face, and the whiskey stain is still on the underbrim. But
wow.
Okay, this this is just out, by the way. I did not know that I was going to do this. This right here.
Oh shit!
You're just showing off, Sam.
This is an acrylic on velvet. This is velvet. It's a velvet painting. It's a straight painting of The Rock that I bought at an art show in Los Angeles. And the reason that I love it so much is because I knew the guy that was putting on the art show. And like he said, okay, here's what I'm going to be showing. And I said, I immediately saw this rock and I was like, I'll pay you right now, whatever it is. I need that rock thing. And he goes, oh wait, hang on.
This.
There we go.
I got my buttons too. But yeah. So I was like, okay, my order's in for it. We're good. So I got to the art show to, go like, okay, yeah, it's spoken for. And the guy who was running it told me, he's like, dude, he was like, somebody just walked in here and asked if they could buy the painting for $7 so that they could put it in the Rock's like office because it was in LA. And I had to tell him it was already spoken for. I was like, I got you, Rock. I got you painting. But as I've said before, if The Rock would like the painting for his office, that's fine. He'll just have to come over and pick it up himself.
$50 million. Sam, look, I too am a collector of memorabilia. So if you would like to trade, I have this game worn Rey Mysterio mask, as you see.
Game worn,
100%. Oh, wow. 100% authentic.
He was at Rucker playing ball in it, like game worn. Like.
If you're interested in the trade, we'll talk off air.
Oh, okay. All right. Yeah.
Sam was like, keep that bullshit.
Game worn. No, he wore it.
Yeah, it's 100%. It's real. 100%. Trust me.
His sweat's in there still. Trust me.
Last question. This is a curveball. Does sugar belong in grits?
I think sugar actually does. Sugar does belong in grits. I think, adding it just makes it feel like a more of a treat. It makes it. I feel like sugar being added to grits almost makes it so that you can slow it down, enjoy it. It's a Sunday, sit down and take your time with your breakfast and reflect back on it and go, that was good. I think.
Ladies and
like
gentlemen. Hold on. I can't do that without giving you a round of applause. What kind of Sam Roberts, ladies and gentlemen?
Yeah.
Come on, man. Sam, man, we thank you for making time for us, for coming on the show. Like I said, we're label mates now, so this isn't the last time we contact you to do something.
Anytime, man. Anytime. I'm happy to. Thanks for having me.
Man, of course. Before you get out of here, do you want to let the people know where they can find you?
Yeah, of course. Notsam Wrestling comes out, another Blue Wire pod every Monday. Wherever you get your podcast, you can find Notsam Wrestling. And who knows, maybe I'll be having some other theory about some other wrestlers whose theme songs could be turned into a musical. I don't know. Every week is a mystery. You could also find my wrestling YouTube channel, Notsam Wrestling, if you go to YouTube/Notsam Wrestling and hit subscribe. And I'll be on the kickoff show for Worlds Collide this weekend. So if you tune into Worlds Collide 30 minutes before it starts, 3:30 Eastern on Sunday on Peacock, you can see me.
Talk to him.
Yeah.
Nice. Here we go.
Thank you so much, man.
Thank you.
All right, y'all. Back at it. Clash at the Castle predictions for this live event special. And it's looking like a good card, man. I can't complain too much, man. So we're going to dive right into it.
Let's do it.
All right. We got Edge and Rey Mysterio versus Finn Balor, Damian Priest of the Judgment Day. Ooh, I'm going to have to go Finn and Damian Priest. And I say this because you guys know why. It needs to happen. That's it. Just needs to happen, man.
Yeah, I got Finn and Priest also, man. I got to roll with Judgment Day. Them boys need wins, and they've been winning, but they still feel like losers to me, which is crazy.
Yeah.
So we
and
something.
Ray's son is in the picture. He did that sus shit on Raw too.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. He might cost them the dub. So
he was like, "Dad, you really gonna go with Edge over me?" I'm like, "Hell yeah, nigga." Have you seen you?
You gotta ask that question. It's just like, fam.
Bro, come on now. You want the truth or you want me to tell a lie?
Yeah, that's different, man. Chris, she's going the other way, man. She got Edge and Ray, so
definitely getting my belt back. Yo.
It's over.
The can effect is in full. It's in the works, baby.
Your reign on the top was shorter than leprechauns, nigga. It's over. It's over, Chief.
Word.
Let's do it, man. Next match on the card: Liv Morgan takes on Shayna Baszler for the SmackDown Women's Championship.
Why Shayna got the Ronda Rousey eyeshadow?
See, I wanted to pick Shayna, but she looked crazy in this picture right now, so I'm scared.
But Liv won this championship in July.
You said 3 months. What is it?
July, August. Yeah, she got another winner. I don't know how, but she'll make it out.
So you got Liv. Cody is going Shayna Baszler, man. Going Shayna. I don't know how I feel about that, but I'm picking Shayna. And Chris also has Shayna Baszler as well. Moving right along. Oh boy, here we go.
Match of the night.
Gunther taking on Sheamus for the Intercontinental title. It's the only title Sheamus hasn't won in his career. I got Gunner, man. I'm picking Gunner, man.
Yeah, I'm gonna roll with Gunner also, man. But big air horns for this match. Also, shouts to the Rewriters Room. Shouts to HRNC, man. We was the guys over at the Rewriters Room. Shouts to Armand, Cece, Chen. They invited us over there to speak about Sheamus and if we could rewrite his first title reign, how it would go. And let's just say it was very interesting. You know what I'm saying? So definitely tap into that episode, man. We had a great time. Had a lot of fun with those guys, man. Shouts to the Rewriters, man.
Real talk. Yeah, y'all definitely got to check that out. All right, and I Chris also has Gunther as well. So we all rolling with the boy Gunner.
The boy.
The boy, yes. Next on the card, man, we got Bianca Belair, Alexa Bliss, and Asuka taking on Control. They didn't even announce the official name of their whole crew and everything, but Bailey, Io Sky, and Dakota Kai. I'm going with Bailey and the crew, man. Io and Dakota, man. And I think we was with you mentioned with Armand and the Rewriters Room and everything. I think he was talking about Asuka eating that pin. I still think that's reserved for an Alexa Bliss.
Yeah, I think Alexa Bliss eating that pin too.
So you got Control as well.
100% got Control.
Yeah, man, we all got Control on this one too. So I really think this one gonna be a banger, man. This got banger potential all over it as well.
It does, man. 5 of these ladies are great.
Oh man, I agree. I do agree. Hey, what you want me to do? Listeners, y'all know too. So
I'm just being honest, y'all.
Let's be honest. Next on the card, man, Matt Riddle, Seth freaking Rollins. Oh man, another great one on the way.
Man,
I'm going Seth.
I'm going Seth as well, man.
He needs one. He don't need one, but give him something, please. Like it's time. Like,
yeah, he does need a win. I think. Damn. Yeah, before I sit here and try and psych myself out of a damn pick, I'm gonna just go with Seth.
Nah. Nah, what you was about to say?
I'm like,
break it down.
He been losing all year. He might as well just take another one. I'm like, take another loss. It's not gonna hurt him.
You're right. You're absolutely right.
It won't hurt. Go ahead.
Man, Seth. I got Seth. Chris has Riddle in this one. We'll see how this plays out, man. And we're gonna go to the main event. And I think might be the toughest one. Well, for me personally. We got Roman Reigns, Tribal Chief, taking on Drew McIntyre. All of the gold is on the line. And this is tough. This is tough, man. It's tough. Of course, Chris has Roman. So if you listeners, you guys had any doubts if Chris felt a way about this, no, it's still Roman for her.
Thanks.
This is tough, man. I'm gonna have to. It's they setting it up. They want you to believe it's gonna be Drew's crowning moment. You know what I'm saying? It's looking like that way. But are they doing that just to throw a curveball at you, just to make you believe that? Cause I'm still on the fence, man. I might have to go Roman. I think I'm going Roman.
I can't bet against the Tribal Chief, man. I think the last time I did that, the nigga won in wild fashion too. So I cannot pick Drew back. I don't know, man. Drew is not your time, man. It's wild saying that because he's had them championships for 2 years, but it's not your time, bro. I'm sorry.
It's not. It just doesn't feel like, as much as they trying to make you get that illusion, it's just a feeling. You know what I'm saying? And I could be completely wrong, but we going Roman. Everybody's going Roman on this one.
Facts.
There you have it, man. Clash predictions right there. And we'll be live, man. We'll be live. It's confirmed now. It wasn't confirmed going into this, but
word. Live post show, man. Holla. Check us out.
Somebody talk to me nice.
And everything I do, I don't do. I do the other thing. Everything I go across the street that way, I'm going up.
TTMN.
All right, man. TTMN. Talk to me nice. We're here. We're better than ever. Let's see what the people are saying, man. Shouts to Sam Roberts also for his talk to me nice. It was dope. Me and Sam working on. He said he'll take this Rey Mysterio mask off my hands. So I'm about to get something in return for it. So just wait. Anyways, shouts to B-Cuz, man. He said predict the match of the weekend. Ooh. Well, shit, we've been saying it all show. Sam said it. It gotta be that Gunther and Sheamus match, man.
If
what if that ends up being the worst match of the weekend?
Oh man.
What if?
Then we got an interesting show next week. Hey, look, man. If given the time and if it all look, man, that's gonna be one of them ones. And like you said, like I think you were saying, Seth and Riddle.
Mm-hmm.
That got to be right there as well.
Yeah, those two matches about to go stupid.
Yeah.
Oh, also the Mello and Ricochet match. I think that. Well, I already know. Like,
yeah,
they about to go stupid. I don't even gotta think twice or question it. Like,
that's crazy. Like they fighting now. It's just like they had that little back and forth on Twitter at one point before and everything, and now they getting the chance to duke it out in the ring, man. I love that shit.
Word.
That's gonna be one of them ones too. Top 3 matches for sure. And you can't sleep on the Tribal Chief and Drew. We seen what they could do. So
facts.
Gotta love it.
It's gonna be working this weekend, man. Shouts to the Outsiders, man. I don't think I read this last week. I can't remember. If I missed it last week, bro, I'm sorry. I apologize. I'm gonna do you one this week. Shouts to the Outsiders. He said, TTM, man, what's a never before seen feud that you would love with current wrestlers It can be about anything, never before seen with current wrestlers. About anything.
I'm stumped. I hate being stumped in this part of the show, man.
Facts. I don't know, man.
You got me.
Yeah, that's something I'd have to. Shouts to the rewriters room. Hey, Matt, perfect. Shouts to the rewriters room, man. Tap into that episode we did on this show where we literally rewrite Sheamus's first run as champion. So I'd say that right there. You know what I'm saying? Tap into that episode and hear what we gotta say, man. That shit was very all I'm gonna say is tap in because that man CC's a wild boy, man. But to give you something, I'm gonna read this question you sent last week. He said, "TTMN extra. Triple H got Tony Khan and them shook. Punk got squashed in 3 minutes, and he grabbed the wrong foot. If you were right, my G, pack these niggas up, my brother. I try to tell y'all, man. You know what I mean? I try to tell you, brother."
Man, the listeners know exactly what to say to get Eve on his bully. Like
word, mention CM Punk and Tony somebody.
Some trigger words right there.
Word, it's a switch go off in my brain. I start wilding out.
Speaking of
Justin Jones, he said, "TTM man, who else needs to get their CDL besides CMO? Excuse me, Phil Cooks. Y'all funny, man." Who else needs to get their CDO this week? Ooh, who need a CDO this week? What was a whack match? Sami Zayn, it wasn't wacky segment, but hey, them boys about to kill you for what you did. So you might want to look into trucking. I'm gonna always say CM Punk need to get his CDO.
And I'm gonna always say Shotzi Blackheart needs one too.
There you have it. God damn it, man. Yo. This man can, bro. I should thumbs this down, son. Every week I say, yo, if you're gonna be sending this, send a voice note, son. Like, at the very least, this nigga sending me scripts, scribes, and all that shit. Come on, bro. I don't even want to. He said, yo, TTM man, long post alert, my bad. So over the past couple of weeks, I've been thinking about how y'all, excluding Chrissy, say that I'm bad luck in your pay-per-view predictions. Y'all even got KP telling me that I'm the Lil B curse, which had me a little tight, low-key. So I'm willing to throw this offer out. If there's a chance that Sookoo loses the BAT predictions title, then I'll no longer talk shit or cause havoc in y'all predictions. For when the foreseeable in your predictions for the foreseeable future. However, when the tribal princess, the queen, and your champion retains her title, I would at least like a a little my bad G for saying that I was bad luck. Do y'all accept? No. My bad. Yo, she picked Rey Mysterio and them to win. If she wins, boy, matter of fact, if she loses, KP clip this and save this for next week. We gonna pull this same this same message up next week if she loses. Cause boy, Ken, you got the most riding on this damn this weekend, boy. I'm telling you, because if she loses, you ain't gonna hear the end of me. You ain't gonna hear the end of me.
Oh man,
you been hating on me all summer, so I don't give a damn. Oh boy, you are not here to end me if Chris Ann lose this weekend.
Oh man. Yeah, her picks is very different, man. I ain't gonna hold you. You got a lot. There's a lot going for shit different.
Shouts to Just Vance. He said TTMN with all of the now rumored returns. If you could pick one star to return at Clash at the Castle, who are you choosing, and how would you book their return? 1 star.
They gotta cool out now, man. You don't think they gotta cool out a little bit?
Yeah, I think they brought enough people back.
I'm just waiting on Sasha and Naomi, so that's it.
Yeah, if they excuse me. If there's to bring anybody back, it gotta be Sasha and Naomi for me.
That's it.
I don't need to see Braun Strowman. I don't need
the Bray Man.
Yeah, I don't need to see Bray Wyatt, Braun Strowman, Noah, whatever his name is. What's my son's name?
Bronson Reed.
Yeah, I was gonna call him Jonah Hill. I'm fucked up. Yeah, we don't need to see Bronson Reed. You know what I'm saying? So I think we're all right for now. Charlotte Flair, come back also, please.
Nah, we good.
I'm ready. Shouts to Banks. Banks, I missed your TTMN last week. So I'll read it now. He said, no question, just letting y'all know that Daniel Bryan versus Chris Jericho will be match of the year, 7 out of 5 stars.
I hope so. Wait, I got a drop for that.
I hope so.
Yeah, I got an emoji for that. Thumbs down. He also said, this isn't even a question, but I swear for Lord, if somebody puts the ether beat over another promo, I'm going to lose my goddamn mind. Yeah, I think I'm done with AEW. Not watching no CM Punk versus Moxley again. God bless. The NFL season is about to start. That is a fact. The NFL season is about to commence, and I'm ready, baby. My New York Jets is here. The boys been playing hard. I like it.
Here to do what?
Win.
No.
Yo. Yeah, Punk. They doing Punk and Moxie again. I'm good, man. I'm good on that. I wasn't gonna watch it anyways, but you know. We here. Shouts to Tonio. Was this last week? Did I read this?
Yeah, what happened last week, son?
Oh no, it wasn't. I think this was last week. Oh, that was 2 weeks ago. But anyways, he said, what's good, BAT family? Hope everybody is in good spirits. Just wanted to know which match y'all looking forward to the most this weekend. I'm looking forward to Carmelo versus Ricochet, Gunner versus Sheamus match. I think those two would steal the weekend. Oh, and this Moxie versus Punk story worse than DJ Khaled album. That's hilarious.
Yeah.
Well, you said it, my brother. Like, those are the exact matches that we want. Throw in Riddle and Seth.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And those are the matches that we want to see. Let's see what Twitter talking about.
Streets talking about.
There's a couple questions over there. Can be covering his bases, man. He said, just covering the bases to say this. May Chrissy's predictions title reign continue on and forevermore. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen and amen. Also, I forgot to say this. Hope everyone had a great day today. Appreciate that, man.
Well, thank you. Well, thank you. The positivity.
Positivity. Hold on. Do I have a drop for that? That's the most positive drop I got on this board, man.
That's wild.
It's the money drop. That's positivity right there.
Yeah, you're right.
Shouts to Tasha. She said, are y'all looking forward to Seth Rollins versus Matt Riddle's match? Hell yeah.
Yes.
To say the least. Well, first, I don't even want to talk about that because I don't know if those are true. But there was there's some Riddle text messages out there. Some was just wild horny in the text. I was like, all right, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I don't even know if this is him or not.
Yeah, me either.
That's like when Flex posted that damn that screenshot that said, this is Hove. Nigga said, Hove hit me. She said, this is Hove.
Nah, the shit that did it for me and them text. And they niggas tag Dewdrop in it. Like, what the fuck she got to do with this shit? like what?
Yo.
Like that should have. I don't get like they ain't throw y'all off. That should have been it for me. Like, fam, what? I'm cool.
Nigga, she probably seen the messages on that damn text her. She was like, "What the hell? What y'all tag me in?" She seen that shit. She was like, boy, fuck no." Got tight. I would have been tight too.
Listen, text messages is easy to fucking fool y'all with, man.
Niggas tag Triple H, the HQ, Dewdrop, Stephanie McMahon. I was like, all right, man. Even if he was talking spicy in some text messages, so what, nigga? Those is his nigga. Those is his messages, nigga.
Exactly.
I can't say something in my messages. Niggas pulling up like, shut up. I hate y'all are annoying. I hate you. Anyways, shouts to OPMJ. He said TTMN, this last one. TTMN Slam Ball is coming back, I believe, next year. You got to pick 3 people to start a team with. It could be from wrestlers, professional athletes, to celebrities. Who are you picking? Also, what's y'all food? Wait, what's y'all food mean looking like for this busy weekend? Menu? Food menu? I'm not sure.
Food, yeah, I'm not sure. Probably some wings.
I don't know. My shorty coming over this weekend. I said I want to make jerk shrimp.
Ooh.
Yeah, I want to do some jerk shrimp this weekend, man. So we gonna see.
Yeah, that's that 5 right there.
Sound fire, don't it? Yeah, man.
Hell yeah.
I want to do some jerk shrimp. She was thinking about chicken. She want to make tacos. We could honestly mix it up, dude. You could do a little jerk shrimp, do some fish tacos, some chicken. You know what I'm saying? So, but jerk shrimp is definitely on my menu for this weekend. I'm not going front about that.
That's fine.
Yeah, man. Slam ball. 3 people for my slam ball team.
Oh, I got mine.
Go ahead.
I got number 1. We're gonna take John Morant. Just because I seen how John Morant jump without a fucking trampoline. Just imagine this nigga on one. So that's who I'm rolling with. Number 2, Montez Ford. Just and y'all seen what he could do without a trampoline. So just imagine what he could do on one. And number 3, I need somebody to hold it down. And hold it down. I'm gonna go with my nigga Marcus Corvon, Monty Brown. Nigga gonna be what's his shit? Tackling niggas smooth out the air. We here.
Damn. All right, I'm gonna go with Tez. I'm gonna go with Aaron Donald.
Yo. Yeah, it's a wrap.
Word. Who else? Tez, Aaron Donald. And even though this is slam ball, I might still want to see a nigga shooting threes, man. Like, I might want to see Steph bounce on the trampoline on the opposite side of the court and shoot a 3, like a full court 3. So I'll say maybe Steph.
That's fire.
Or I might want to see somebody. Do I want to see Steph or somebody trash? Who's trashing ball? Nah, give me Steph, man. I want to see a full court damn 3. This nigga Steph, 13 feet in the air. So yeah, Stephen Curry, Montez Ford, and Aaron Donald is my team.
That's fire. That's fucking fire.
Aaron Donald suplexing niggas out the sky. I can't wait. And that's it, man. Let's talk to me nice.
And that's it, man. Gonna get up out of here, man. This is episode 243. Oh, look, man, let's get up out of here.
I give my all. I give my all.
Check this out, man. It's your boy Cody Dre. You can follow me on all social media platforms at Cody Dre, CODIEDRE. Listeners, man, thank you for tuning in, man, and rocking with us, man. If you made it this far, I love you. All of that good stuff, man. Y'all know where to find the same place, same time next week, man. It's your boy, man.
Cody Dre.
Big facts, man. Hey, make sure y'all check us out on YouTube, youtube.com/Black Announce Table. We just passed the 1,500 sub mark. So round of applause for you guys for subbing. Thank you. We appreciate you guys. Shouts to everybody that's tapped in on the Patreon, patreon.com/Black Announce Table. A lot of good stuff going up there. Make sure you tap in. And yeah, man, make sure you follow us on Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, all of that. Black Announce Table. You know what the deal is. We lead the league in wins. You know what I'm saying? That's us. You can follow me on Twitter and Instagram at Sky Haif, man. You know the deal. It's your boy King Latifah, aka the Champagne Spiller, man. New AKA. I just realized, like, bro, I've been running with these AKAs for a minute now. It's time for some new ones, man. I'm back. I'm motivated. So yeah, I'm rejuvenated. We back, man. Episode 243. We out, man. Shouts to Sam Roberts, man.